Hello and welcome once again. I'm going to do a part 2 of a video I did last year, almost a year ago. This was done at the end of June, and I didn't really go too much in depth at that time because the whole point of this video was to let people know a little bit more about what's happening with the traditional medical community, also known as Western medicine. There's 3 types of basically healing and ways for people to seek out information and try to fix the issues they've accumulated over the years, just like I had issues. And there's three of them. So let's go over the first one. Number 1, everyone knows Western medicine. That's the traditional medicine known in the United States, basically through drugs, synthetic drugs, and radical surgeries that usually are unnecessary. Of course, if you're bleeding internally or you break your leg, you obviously want to seek medical attention right away. You can't avoid that. That's what they're there for. Unfortunately, that's not profitable, and they wouldn't have as many hospitals, and people wouldn't be making 6-figure salaries off of charging people $1,000 for a Band-Aid. So the next one is natural, and this could be a wide range, and both of them treat symptoms. Whether you're getting synthetic drugs or let's say you have an issue, they want to try to treat that issue with a natural remedy, but they're really not addressing the underlying cause. Then there's ancient medicine, which is something that people have used in ancient times, hence oregano oil, olive leaf extract, hence raw living foods. The point I'm trying to make here is that Asian and Chinese medicine, if it's done properly, goes back to ancient times. They will address the underlying cause. Wrinkles on your face, what your body is telling you. That's all information that not everyone knows. If you're looking in the first 2 categories between Western medicine and even just going to a natural doctor that really isn't part of Western medicine or doesn't really follow it and just kind of does their own natural methods and lets people know, hey, take this herb and it'll help lower your blood pressure, whatever it is. But are you addressing the underlying cause of what's causing the high blood pressure to bring that down? And the point I'm trying to make, and that's just an example out there, instead of treating it with a drug that you're going to be on for life, they're trying to give you a natural way, but you're still eating the same foods and you're not correcting the body and getting rid of that issue as well as others. People don't just have one issue. That's the problem. So, what have I learned? I have learned the ways that not a lot of people know. And these are ways that you would go to somebody that basically could take a look at you and say, hey, are you aware of these issues? This is what you have right now. They don't run blood tests because the blood tests don't work. I've said this numerous times in other videos. I'll say it again. If you look at the creatinine levels, which are supposed to measure your kidney health, it's not accurate. And I know this from my own personal issues where I had the wrinkles under my eye and other areas, and those are all signs that your kidneys are drying up. Does the traditional doctor know that? They run it, they say it's in normal range, but you're going to the bathroom all the time, you probably have a number of kidney stones. What do? You take an x-ray, they want to do surgery and take out the stones. The body can flush them out naturally. The point is, the body doesn't lie. People don't know these methods. I do. This is why we created the New Age Health Guide. The whole first part of the 112 pages is about this information. Do you need a CT scan? Do you need to go to somebody and take a blood test? It's not accurate. The tests don't mean anything, really. Very few of the tests are accurate and really even do anything to give you any sort of indication of what's going on in your body. Your face could be just trashed, and you could come back with perfect results in the normal range according to what the chemistry tests show. Does that mean you're healthy? Absolutely not. I love when I get people that email me, I'm healthy. I eat this and I eat that. Well, you're not healthy because your body's rotting inside. You're going to go get plastic surgery and you're going to cover up what's on the outside while you rot on the inside. That's why a lot of bodybuilders, they look amazing on the outside, and they're rotting and they're dying in their early 30s from either excessive drug abuse, diet, poor diet with a lot of refined foods, heavy meat, and the whole 9 yards, or the combination. And if you're into working out, there's nothing wrong with it. It's very healthy, but you got to do it right. If you're into it just to, take all these synthetic drugs, all these fat burners, everything that you're doing, you're just killing yourself. You're no better than someone that does heroin, drugs. I'm sorry, it's not a healthy lifestyle. You may look good now. You're aging. You're causing a ton of free radicals, and you're destroying your cells. And we're all going to lose cells every day, but you want to rebuild them. And the body regenerates itself. The entire body can repair itself every single 12 months. But people aren't eating the right foods. The colon repairs itself every 48 hours. Do people know this? No. They're taught to go get a colonoscopy and all these other nonsense, ridiculous ways that really don't do anything to help you. You need to get some raw vegetables. Once your gut heals, juice first, and start healing the body. This is all nonsense. It's not going to work. Get some antioxidants. The body runs on a fine line of antioxidants. That's how we protect ourselves. We don't protect ourselves from taking drugs and treating symptoms. So, with that said, I'm going to play a little clip here from a video that I did last year, and this is why I'm showing you this. Who really is James Sore Disease and why he's so passionate about helping people. That's the last part. Kind of got cut off. It's a long title. So this is part 2. I just explained a little bit more about my bio, who I am, and what I know. So it's a big, big difference. I am not part of Western medicine. I want everyone to understand that. I have nothing to do with this system, okay? I'm not saying that every person in there is bad. There's good people in there. They just have got into this profession thinking they're going to help people, and a lot of them realize it, and they get really down and depressed from the ones I've talked to, and they don't realize they're actually hurting people and ruining their lives. It's all a system. Once you're in, you got to try to get out. It's hard. It's like any type of system. You're trapped in there. You don't want to be trapped in there, okay? Like I said, unless you have you're bleeding internally, you break your leg, you gotta go, okay? That's what they're excellent at. They just don't make a lot of profit off of that, and the doctors that go in there, they're trained on drugs and surgery. So when you leave that office, they're gonna try to get you with a prescription. And every time you come in there, their job is to sell you a prescription. That's what they do. They are salespeople. People think they're health professionals. They do about health. Why are they not finding it out if you're digesting, processing your nutrients? What's going on with your gut health? What is truly going on with your body? Are you eating enough broccoli? I mean, what are they going to do, write your prescription for broccoli? No. The point I'm trying to make is they don't know anything about nutrition. They don't really, and nutrition itself isn't really understood because people understand only what is put out on the food pyramid. That's not health, okay? Bread, meat, dairy, that's a very acidic diet, okay? The body doesn't run very well for very long once you get disease on that diet, okay? And the food system's a lot worse than what it was years ago. So I'm going to go ahead and play this clip. I don't want to ramble on too much, and then I'll finish up with my final thoughts. And then, at this point I want people to comment on the video and let me know what you're thinking. I'll be happy to answer anyone's questions at that point. Alright, let's go ahead.
The point I'm trying to make here is I accumulated problems over a number of years, and I was able to get rid of those problems. It took a lot of work, dedication. If I listened to the word no cure, I wouldn't be here. If I listened to someone that dies at the age of 56 that is in debt and is a puppet because they don't understand health, that doesn't make any sense. And I'm one of those people that is a fighter. I am about winning. I don't like to lose when it comes to, especially something that is valuable like my life. It's priceless, and yours is too. So the point here is that I know what I'm doing because I've gotten rid of a ton of diseases. Now, I get a lot of people, as the videos get more and more views, that are just in love with the medical community or basically part of the medical community. And it's really, 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 really sad and disturbing that when I explain a calcium to phosphorus ratio, and they're supposed to be a medical doctor and they don't understand that, but they're going through the drive-through window at Jack in the Box and they're getting a jumbo jack, and then they get a heart disease and they're taking a statin. Common sense. Common sense. It seems that everybody is out of touch with reality, and everybody wants a quick fix.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop this right there. And I'm just going to kind of finish up this video. I don't want to make it too long. At this point, I've been stressing this over and over and over and over. Common sense seems to be thrown out the window. And YouTube is full of people that, and it's not a large percentage, but it's went up recently, where people just don't understand anything. They just listen to what articles are out there. I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's my lysine video about not to take lysine. It's just an amino acid. Sure, it's maybe going to stop outbreaks. You're keeping the disease. All you're doing is treating the symptoms. It doesn't matter if you're taking a synthetic drug or you're going to, mess up your amino acid ratio by taking overdosing yourself on lysine. I mean, you're not killing yourself, but it's not rebuilding your cells. It's not getting rid of free radicals. It's just laughable because these people aren't understanding. And I need to do a better job of putting more videos up, and that's what I'm going to do. And I get my fair share of people that are not for this and their mind is made up, and that's fine. My job is not to convince everybody. I just want to put the information up and let people decipher the information and decide for themselves. So at this point, I'm going to end this video. You can know a little bit more about me, and I will do future videos on this, but at this point, you should get a better idea. And I only showed you this video with this clip because this was well said as far as this particular whole kind of little mini speech I did, and I just wanted people to hear this again if they haven't already heard it, or hear it again if they have heard it. So at this point, any questions, go ahead and let me know. Thank you.